Hi friends, welcome back. So today we will see another ISRO previous year question paper, that is ISRO 2017, right? This is set 1 basically. So again, let's start with one by one. So the very first question is if A is a skew symmetric matrix, then A transpose is what? So for this our answer will be minus A, right? If A is a skew matrix, then A transpose is minus. Now, question number 2 is let A and B be any two arbitrary events, then which one of the following is true? So, for this, as clearly shown here, the correct answer is D, that is P of A union B P of A union B less than equals to P of A plus P of B, right? So D will be the answer. Question number 3 is using Newton raption method, a root correct to 3 decimal places of this expression is what? So if you solve this particular example, you will get the answer as C, right? That is 2.279. Okay. So question number 4 is again guys, you can see that this is a question paper where the answer is already here. I am just trying to say it just because whatever you will hear, you will capture more thing, right? And in between I'll also giving some example or a bit explanation of some of the question. So stay tuned with this series. So this series will definitely help you in your revision. Now, so let's question number 4 is what does data dictionary will identify? So basically data dictionary identify all the three things, that is field name, field format and field types, right? So all of the above will be the answer. Question number 5 is which one of the following concurrency control protocol ensure both conflict and free from deadlock? So for this you can see our answer is time stamping order, that is used or we can say time stamp ordering concurrency control protocol ensure both conflict and free from deadlocks, right? So A will be the answer, time stamp ordering. Question number 6 is acid property of a transaction is what? So I hope you remember that what acid property say that that is question number B, that is atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. Atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. Now question number 7 is we have given a table, right? And it is saying that what is the output of the SQL query. So here we have given this SQL query. Now we have to basically return the number of tuple that the SQL query will return. Okay, so here what is happening, we are counting, right, all the counts from select employee department from overall allowances, natural join, select department OT allowances. So here you can see that once you are having getting employee and department from here, then you will get 1 2 3 4 record from here, right? But it's natural join with department and OT allowances. Okay, so from overtime allowance again this. So here you will get what? So hence here we have a natural join, so this will return B, that is answer 4. So basically what will happen, the select employee department from overall allowances as natural join, this thing will return you employee from Rama, Gopi, Sindhu and Mahesh, right? Now we are applying natural join here. Okay, where it matches common attribute department in both the table and output the common tuples, right? So hope you are getting that. So 4 tuple will be common there, so that will be the output. Now question number 8 is which symbol denotes derived attribute in ER model? Okay, so here basically the answer B is dashed ellipsed used to denote derived attribute in ER model. Okay, dashed ellipsed. Now question number 9 is here you can see that this is the question, that the symmetric difference of set A is this one and B is this one is what? So you have to find the symmetric difference here, right? So the correct answer for this will be the B, that is 249, because to get the symmetric difference what you will do is you will just do A minus B union of B minus A, right? So that will give you symmetric difference. So once you will do A minus B, so you will get 2 and 4, Why? Because you can see that here 2 is extra here, but here 2 is not. 4 is extra here, but here 4 is not available. So a minus b will give you 2 and 4. Then union of b minus a. Now you have to do b minus a. So you can see that in this set 9 is here, but here not. So b minus a will give you 9. So the symmetric difference will be I mean the a union I mean the a minus b union b minus a will be 249. All right, so b will be the correct answer for this. Now question number 10 is the problem 3 set and 2 set are what? So basically the problem 3 set and 2 set are NP complete and P respectively. That means 3 set problem is NP complete and 2 set problem is in P, right? So C will be the answer, NP complete and P. Basically what happens like this is a rule that 3 set problem is NP complete problem, whereas 2 set problem is P class problem, we can say. Okay, now let's start with the next question, that is question number 11. Given the following statement S1 and S2, so it is saying every context sensitive language L is recursive. S2 is there exists a recursive language that is not context sensitive. So which statement is true? So again for this you can see that both C1 and S1 and S2 are true, because what happens according to Chomsky hierarchy, or we can say in theory of computation, context sensitive language are the subset of recursive language, right? So S1 will be true. Always remember that context sensitive language are subset of recursive language. So this way every context sensitive language L is recursive. This will be true. And also recursive languages are the subset of context sensitive language, and it is not necessary that every recursive language is CSL, right? So this is true for this case, that is there exists a recursive language that is not context sensitive. So both S1 and S2 will be correct for this. Now question number 12 is which one of the following is false, right? Which one of the following is false? So for question number 12 our answer is D, that is every non-deterministic PDA can be converted to an equivalent deterministic PDA. So this statement is false, because we cannot do this, right? So this is why every non-deterministic PDA cannot be converted to an equivalent deterministic PDA. Now question number 13 is in some programming language an identifier is permitted to be a letter followed by any number of letters or digits. If L and D denotes the sets of letter and digits respectively, which of the following expression defines an identifier? So for question number 13 our answer will be C, that is L into L plus D. So basically what happens, this is a valid identifier, because you can see that it is asking in some programming language an identifier is permitted to be a letter followed by any number of letter digits, right? If L and D denotes the set of letter digits respectively, which of the following is correct identifier? So basically this is the condition, an identifier is permitted to be a letter, right? A letter followed by any number of letters or digit. So that means a letter should be at starting, then there could be any number of letter or any number of digit. So for this our correct option will be C. Now question number 14 is the recursive relation arises in relation with the complexity of binary search is what? Again, a recurrence relation that arises in relation with the complexity in binary search is what? So here the answer will be B, that is Tn equals to Tn by 2 plus K, where K is constant. Because I hope you remember that binary search is a linear search algorithm, and that takes basically order of log n, right, when array is sorted. So we can refer this as n by 2 plus K, where K will be constant for this. Now question number 15 is which one of the following in place algorithm needs the minimum number of swap? So obviously we need a selection sort for this, because selection sort is also in place algorithm that having minimum number of swap, and it works on greedy approach and takes order of n swaps to sort the array of an element. So selection sort will be the correct answer for minimum number of. Now question number 16 is given two statement. First is insertion of an element should be done at the last node of the circular list, and deletion of an element should be done at the last node of circular list. So which statement will be true for this? So for this both A and B are false, right? So B will be the answer. Both A and B are false, because it is asking insertion sort of an algorithm should be done at the last node of circular list, which is not true. Deletion of an element should be done at the last node of the circular list. This is not always true, because deletion in the linked list we can delete or insert from any position. 17 is which of the following data structure is useful in traversing a given graph by breadth first search, right? Again it is asking for traversing a given graph by BFS. So obviously for breadth first search we will definitely use Q, right? So that is more useful for that. Because I hope you remember that BFS basically performs level order traversal, which can be fairly done using a queue, right? A queue uses because FIFO ordering, and the nodes that we enqueue first are explode first, maintaining the order of traversal. So this way we will use BFS and queue. Now 18 is how many 128 into 8-bit RAM are required to design 32K into 30-bit RAM, right? So for this obviously our answer is 1024, that is option B, because we need 32K into 30 bits, that is 32 multiplied by 1024 and 30 bits, sorry, 1024 and 32 bits, and we have RAM chip of capacity 128 into 8 bits, so that means 32 multiplied by 1024 multiplied by 32, from this divided by 128 into 8, right? So this way we will get 1024, so the option will be B for this 1024. The most appropriate matching for the following pairs is what? Now next question is for matching appropriate answer. So for this, as you can see, the correct answer is B, because you can see that indirect addressing, basically direct belongs to pointer, okay, immediate addressing belongs to constants, and auto decrement addressing belongs to loop. So this way X will be 2, right, and Y will be 3, right, constant, and Z will be auto decrement addressing will be loop. So B will be the answer for this. Now question number 20 is which interrupt in 8085 microprocessor is unmaskable? So it is asking for the interrupt that we have. So that interrupt is basically known as trap, right? So trap interrupt in 885 microprocessor is unmaskable. Why? Because there are basically 5 interrupt signal in 885. I hope you remember that these are trap, RST 7.5, RST 6.5, RST 5.5, and INTR. So here we have maskable interrupts. That means we can basically disable these interrupt by writing some instruction into the program. For example, RST 7.5 and RST 6.5, also RST 5.5 are unmaskable interrupts. And unmaskable interrupts, that means we cannot disable these interrupt by writing some instruction into the program. For example, trap. So trap is here because unmaskable, and where maskable are RST 5.5, RST 7.5, like that. So unmaskable is only trap. So we cannot write any instruction to interrupt these microprocessors. Next question is question number 21, that is a cache memory needs an access time of 30 nanosecond and main memory 150 nanosecond. So what is average access time of CPU? Assume hit ratio equals to 80%. So for 21 our answer will be A, that is 60 nanoseconds, right? Where hit ratio of cache equals to H cache, that is 0.8, T cache, that is 30 nanosecond, and T memory, that is 150 nanosecond, where CPU access time equals to H cache multiplied by T cache plus here the answer will be A, that is 60 nanoseconds, right? You can solve it, and if you already solved, I hope you know how to get that. Like we will get that H cache, then T cache, right? Then we have CPU access time. So when we perform the H cache multiplied by T cache plus 1 minus H cache into T cache plus T memory, so you will get this 60 nanosecond. Now question number 22 is, which one of the following Boolean expression is not a tautology? So here you have to find which is not the tautology. Again, the answer is B, that is this expression AC, that is not B tends to A, that is option B, this one, right? So option B will be the answer, that is not a tautology. Question number 23, what is the minimum number of 2 input NAND gates used to perform the function of 2 input OR gate, right? So here it is asking about the minimum number of 2 input NAND gate used to perform the function of 2 input OR gate. So here we need minimum number of 3 2 input NAND gates, right? So remember this, we need 3 number of 2 input NAND gate. So if you, let's say you are passing A in one NAND gate, B in another NAND gate, then the output of the both gate will be connected to a third gate that will give you A plus B, or we can say the OR gate. So minimum 3 are required. Now 24th is when two n-bit binary number are added, the sum will contain at most what? So again it is asking, when two n-bit binary number are added, then sum will contain at the most how many bit? So for this answer is n plus 1 bit, right? So you can remember this in way like whenever we add two n-bit numbers, the result sum contains at most n plus 1 bit, right? So we can understand it through with an example like we can say that adding 255 base 10 and 255 base 10, so we will get the binary for them, then you can contain the bit number, so that will definitely give you n plus 1. Question number 25 is, the two input XOR has a high output only when the input value are A low, B high, C same, and D difference. So what would be the answer for this? So basically the answer is D, that is different. Again it is asking that two input XOR has a high output, right? So only when what? So only when the input values are different. So 26 is the advantage of synchronous sequential circuit over synchronous one is what? So for this our answer will be B, that is prioritize immunity, right? So advantage of synchronous sequential circuit over synchronous one is, now 26 is the advantage of synchronous sequential circuit over asynchronous one is what? So for this our answer is B, that is better noise immunity, right? Better noise immunity is the advantage of synchronous sequential circuit over asynchronous one. Question number 27 is, physical topology of FDDI is what? So basically physical topology of FDDI is a ring. So ring is the physical topology of FDDI, option number B. 28th is, in networking terminology, UTP is what? So basically UTP means unshielded twisted pair. Remember that this is unshielded twisted pair, because basically UTP is nothing but a pair cable, that is also known as unshielded twisted pair cable, and it contains of two shielded wires twisted together. So these are used for extensively in local area network and telephone cable, right? So UTP is for unshielded twisted pair. Now question number 29 is, the default subnet mask for class B network can be what? So it is asking for default subnet mask for class B, right? So if you see, for class B it could be D, that is 225.225.0.0, because subnet masks are used to divide a given network into or more subnet, right? So default subnet mask of class B is this one, 255 then 00. So it could be for class A, then this is for class B, this will be for your class C, and for class D it will be up to 255 last. So for class B, D will be our answer. Now 30th is, if there are n devices or we can say nodes in a network, right? What is the number of cable links required for a fully connected mesh and a star topology respectively? So for this our answer will be n into n minus 1 and n minus 1. So basically so this will be n into n minus 1 by 2, right? This is n into n minus 1 by 2 and n minus 1. So basically what happens, a fully connected mesh topology can be thought of as a complete graph in which every node is connected to every other node, right? So this way the number of cable link with n node will be n into n minus 1 divided by 2, where in a star topology the number of cables like links will be n, or we can say if you are counting from 0, so definitely that will be n minus 1. So here the appropriate answer is A, that is n into n minus 1 by 2 and n minus 1. Now question number 31 is which of the following protocol is used for transferring electronic mail, that is email message, from one machine to another machine? Again, SMTP is very popular and well known for simple mail transfer protocol, right? So this will help to simple mail sending electronic mail message to another network, right? Now we have 32 question. Now next question, that is question number 32. Which media access control protocol is used by IEEE 802.11 for wireless LAN? So again this is also very famous, that is known as CSMA and CA, that is Kasmka, right? We also pronounce it like that. So CSMA or CA is the media access control protocol used by IEEE 802.11, right? Wireless LAN. So CSMA and CA will be the answer. Now question number 33 is an Ethernet frame that is less than the IEEE 802.3 minimum length of 64 octets is called what? So for 33 our answer will be D, that is runt frame, right? So runt frame is the Ethernet frame that is less than the IEEE 802.2 and the minimum length of 64 oct is called as runt frame. So we can say the runt frame is the minimum length of 64 octets for the Ethernet frame that is less than the IEEE 802.3. okay. Now question number 34 is match the following, right? We have given two pairs, list 1 and list 2. Now if you see that basically here the answer is option A, that is multi-class group membership is what? So basically multi-class group membership that belongs to IGMP, right? Interior gateway protocol that basically belongs to 3, that is OSPF. Exterior gateway protocol that belongs to 4, that is BGP. And RIP, that is RIP is basically distance vectoring routing. Okay, so you can remember in this way, like RIP is also, so you can remember in this way, option A. MD5 is a widely used hash function for producing hash value of what bit? So basically MD5 is 32-bit widely used hash function for producing hash value, right? So it will product the hash value of 128-bit. Remember MD5 is for 128-bit. Now question number 36 is which protocol suits design by IETF to provide security for a packet at the internet layer? So for 36 our answer is A, that is IPsec, right? So IPsec is basically the protocol suite designed by IETF to provide security for a packet at the internet layer, IPsec. Now question number 37 is pretty good privacy, that is PGP, is used for what? So basically again this is very popular question. PGP is basically used for email security, right? Always remember that pretty good privacy is used for email security. 38 is what is WPA? So WPA is basically Wi-Fi protected access, right? Remember that WPA is Wi-Fi protected address, and it is a security standard basically for computing devices equipped with wireless internet connection, and WPA provides data encryption and user authentication to the computing devices connected to a Wi-Fi network, right? Hope you will remember this. WPA is for Wi-Fi protected access. Now 39 is estimation at software development effort for organic software in basic COCOMO is what? Estimation at software development effort for organic software in basic COCOMO is C, that is E equals to 2.4 kilog to the power 1.05 pm, right? So C will be the answer for this, 2.4 kilog. Now next question is that is XPath is used to navigate through element and attribute in what? So basically for this our answer is B, that is XML document. So XML document XPath is used to navigate through element and attribute in XML document. So XPath is used in XML document to navigate through element and attribute. So B will be the answer for this. 41 is what is the output of the C++ program? So here we have two functions, that is square where it is accessing one pointer, and another square here it is having two pointer, right? Now we are having a number initialized with 30 and square and number. So what will return by the program? So basically it will return 870. You can also quickly dry run with this program and you will definitely get the answer, right? So this will return you 870. 42 is which of the following operator cannot be overloaded? So it is asking about the operator that it cannot be overloaded. So here you can see the answer is basically all of the above, like member access or dot operator, this cannot be overloaded. Then we have ternary or conditional operator, this is also cannot overloaded. And we have another operation, that is a scope resolution operator, right? Two semicolons, so two colons, so this is also not overloaded. So all of the above, all the operator cannot be overloaded. Now question number 43 is which of the following UML 2.0 diagram capture behavioral aspects of a system? So which of the following UML 2.0 diagram capture behavioral aspects of a system? So for 43 our answer will be B, that is use case diagram, activity diagram and state machine diagram, right? So this will be the answer, use case diagram, activity diagram and state machine diagram. UML 2.0 diagram capture behavioral aspects of the system, right? Now question number 44 is which of the following is associated with object? So basically state is also associated with object, behavior is also associated with object, and identity is also associated with the object. So all of the above, that is option D will be the answer for this. Now question number 45 is which of these characteristics of RAID 5? So it is asking for characteristics of RAID 5. So here the distributed parity is the characteristic of RAID 5, right? D will be the answer, RAID D, distributed parity. Question number 46 is SATA is abbreviative of what? Hope you remember what SATA is. SAT. SATA basically stands for Serial Advanced Technological Attachment, right? Serial Advanced Technology Attachment, SATA. So basically SATA or we can say Serial Advanced Technology Attachment is a computer bus interface which connects host computer bus adapters to various mass storage devices like hard disk, right? So here for this the answer will be A, Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. 47 is capability maturity model, CMM is the methodology to what? So for 47 our answer will be A, that is capability maturity model or CMM, basically develop and refine an organization software development program, right? You hope you remember that CMM model, like most of the software development company works under CMM model, that is capability maturity model. Or we can say this is a process model which is specify the process improvement approach in software development. So A will be the answer, develop and refine an organization software development process. Now question number 48 is the problem is solved by this Dijkstra algorithm is what? So basically deadlock avoidance is one of the famous problem that is solved by the Dijkastra algorithms, right? So here the answer will be deadlock avoidance, or we can say here we use Banker's algorithm, or we can say, hope you remember that for deadlock avoidance most of the time we use Banker's algorithm, right? So basically that algorithm is also Dijkastra Banker's algorithm for deadlock avoidance. Now 49 is the number of swapping needed to sort the number these in ascending order using bubble sort, right? For bubble sort, how many sorting algorithm you will be needed, how many swapping you needed here, right? So if you solve this, you will get 10 swap that are minimum required. Like for first pass there will be 8, 7, 9, 20 for half portion, and for another portion there will be 5, 13, 11, right? Sorry, 5, 13, 31. Now if you run for second pass, then you will get 7, 8, 9 for the first pass, and for the another for the first portion, and for the another portion you will get 5, 13, 22, 31, right? Now for third pass you will get 7, 8 for first portion, and for another portion you will get 5, 9, 13, 22, 31. So it will take one swap. Now for another pass you will get fourth pass, that will be 7, then 5, 8, 9, 13, 22, 31 for right. So it will take one swap here. So if you count the total number of swap, you will get the answer as 10. Now question number 50, that is asking, we have given a tree, that is considering the tree if the post order traversal gives a b minus c d asterisk plus, then the label of the nodes 1, 2, 3 will be what? So it is asking the label of node 1, 2, 3. Hope you remember that basically post order traversal is what? Our second time visit, right? So if you solve this, I mean you do second time visit and put all the label here, so you can found that what is the label of this node, right, in a serial. So A will be the answer here, this will be the sequence for all these node, right? You can also do by yourself. If you already done, that is great. So guys, here what you will do is you will get the post order traversal for this tree first, that is third time visit, right? So if you get the sequence of third time visit or the post order traversal, then you can write the sequence, and according to the sequence the number for all input, right? So this way you will get the answer A. Now question number 51 is what is the output of the following program? So this is the program: int a fork equals to 0, then a plus plus, after that just print a. So here it is asking to print the answer. So first time where we have 10, right, there is a function call, right? It is asking if the value equals to 0. So here it will return two values, that is 10 and 11. One for it's a child process, right? So 10, that will be the value of a, and 11, that is the value of a plus plus. So this will print this. Now question number 52 is given reference to the following pages by a program is this sequence, right? Now how many page faults will occur if the program has 3 page frames available to it and uses an optimal replacement? So for this our answer will be 7, right? So how, if you solve this using the optimal page replacement technique, you will get the page faults, right? Then after that there will be total 7 page faults that you will get. So answer A will be the correct for this. Now question number 53 is in doubly linked list, the number of pointers affected for an insertion operation will be what? Guys, here the answer will be 4, because 4 pointers are affected for an insertion operation, right, in the doubly linked list. 2 from previous and next of previous node, and 2 from next and previous of new node. But the answer will be conflicted here, because the exact position, because if we insert at the middle, then it will take 4 node. If we'll insert at the front or last, it will take 2 nodes. So the answer is NA for this, right? So the answer cannot predict it for this. So the answer ideally should be none of the above, but if you have marked anyone, you will definitely get the marks. Now question number 54 is consider the following function swap int a int b, right? Int temp equals to a equals to b equals to temp, in order to exchange the value of two variable x and y, right? We want to exchange the value of two variable x and y. So what you will do for that? So for that you will do D, that is swap x and y that cannot be used as parameters are passed by value. So basically x and y cannot be used as the parameter are passed by value, because this will only works as a pass by value things, because it will swap the temporary, but again in the main memory the original value will remain same. So D will be the answer, that cannot be passed, swap AB cannot be passed as the parameter passed by value, right? Or we can see that this code or we can say that this code will not work because the parameter are passed by value. In order to swap the value, we use no x and y, the parameter should be passed by reference. So if here are ampersand of a, ampersand of b, right? Or similarly we are passing address of a, address of b, then only the function work properly. Now next question is, what does the following C statements declare? So int function f, int asterisk. So what will be the answer for this? Basically the answer for this is C, that is a pointer to a function, right? A pointer to a function takes an integer pointer as argument and returns an integer. So here the sequence will like a pointer to a function, right, takes an integer pointer as an argument and return integer. So option C will be the answer for this, right? First you will read this, then you will read this. Now question number 56 is mutual exclusion problem occurs when? So basically mutual exclusion problems occurs among processes that has shared resources, right? Among process that has shared resources. Question number 57 is 1217 base 8 is equivalent to what? So basically 1217 is equivalent to 028f base 16, right? 028f base 16. So if you solve this, you will definitely get this answer. Basically you have to convert 1217 base 8 to base 2 first, right? After that you will convert to hexadecimal format. Now question number 58 is it is asking which of the following is not a life cycle model. So it is asking for life cycle model. So basically capability maturity model is not a life cycle model, right? Because spiral model, prototyping model, waterfall model, or are all these are life cycle model, but capability maturity model is not life cycle model. I hope you remember that software life cycle model are those which describe the various phases in software development, right? These models demonstrate the entire working life cycle of a software from the initial phase of feasibility study to the maintenance phase, right? Some of these are spiral model, prototyping model, water type models, whereas CMM, that stand for capability maturity model, is a process model which specify the process improvement approach in a software development and its own form, right? Now next question is the best data structure to check whether an arithmetic operation has balanced parentheses or not. So obviously this is a stack that will be much beneficial for that, right? What you will do is opening parenthesis will be just push and closing parenthesis will pop one opening parenthesis, right? Or we can say stack can check equal pair or balanced pair of parentheses efficiently. Whenever we get an opening parenthesis, we can push it on the stack, and when we get the corresponding closing parenthesis, we can pop it, right? After performing all push and pop operation, if at the end of the expression stack becomes empty, then the expression has balanced parentheses. We can get that. Next question is the cyclomatic complexity of each of the model A and B shown below is 10. What is the cyclomatic complexity of the sequential integration shown on the right hand side? So if you solve this 60 question, you will get the answer as 19, that is option A. right? So the cyclomatic complexity of each of the module A and B shown below is 10. So what is the cyclomatic complexity of the sequential integration shown in the right hand side? Now next question is it is asking, in software maintenance, tackling in the changes in the hardware or software environment where the software works is what? So for this, answer is C, that is adaptive maintenance, right? So in software maintenance, tackling the changes in the hardware or software environment where the software works. So the software works in this case in adaptive maintenance. Basically, adaptive maintenance is nothing but the modification of a software performed after delivery to keep it functional with respect to the working environment, right? So C will be the answer for this. Next question is, what will be the output of the following C code? So this is the C code: int I for I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, right? So it is asking what will be the output for this. So for this, if you hit and trial with the program, you will get the answer as B, that is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 and 1 0 all the time, right? Because first time it will print 10, then I plus plus, second time it will print 10, then I plus plus, third time it will print 10, I plus plus, fourth time it will print 10, then I plus plus, fifth time it will print 10, I plus plus. Now question number 63 is, what does the following program do? The input is unassigned 16-bit integer, right? So this is the program that you have, and you have to find what it will do. So if again you will play with the program, you will get the answer C, that is it prints binary equivalent of number, right? Remember that it prints binary equivalent of number. Question number 64 is, again we have given one program, right, and it is asking what is the output of the following program. So again, if you solve this program, you will get the answer B. Just hit and try or play with the program, you will get this answer, right? Because what will happen here, our temp is 20, then mean is here, right? And in after printing temp, like after printing 20 for the first time, we are calling the func. What is happening inside func? Inside func we have static int temp 10 again, right? Now it is saying that just print up temp 10, so here the 10 will be printed. Okay, next time at the last here is the temp again, so that will print 20. So if I describe this function more, so main is the entry section of the program, right? So the first print statement will be printf of this temp, that is 20. Then after the function is called, 10 will be printed here, and after that control returns to the main functions, right? And then 20 will be printed here. So B will be the answer for this. Now question number 65 is, which product matrix gives the measure of the average length of word and sentence in documents? So for 65 our answer is D, that is fog index. So basically fog index gives the average length of word and sentence in a document, right? So the fog index is a readability test which predicts whether a document is easy to read or if it is difficult to read. Okay, so fog index product matrix gives the measure of average length of word and sentence in document. So option D will be the answer. Next question is question number 66. Consider the disk system with 100 cylinder. The request to access the cylinder occurs in the following sequence, right? This is the sequence. Now assuming the head is currently at cylinder 50, what is the time taken to satisfy all requests if it takes 1 millisecond to move from one cylinder to adjacent one and shortest seek time? First algorithm is used here. So if you solve this particular question, you will get the answer as 19 milliseconds, right? So option B will be the correct answer for this. Now 67 is a B tree used as an matrix. B tree is used as an index for a large database table that has 4 levels including the root node. If a new key is inserted in this index, then the maximum number of nodes that could be newly created in the process are what? So in that case for 67 our answer will be A, that is 5, right? So 5 will be the answer for this. Again, a B tree used as an index for a large database table has 4 labels including the root node, right? 4 labels, and that include root node. If a new key is inserted in this index, right, then the maximum number of nodes that could be newly created in the process is definitely that will be 5. So for this our answer will be 8. Okay, 5. Now question number 68 is a critical reason is what? Hope you remember that a critical reason is basically a piece of code which only one process execute at a time, right? When one piece of code that execute one process at a time, that is basically known as a critical reason, or we can say when one process executes at a time, that is called as critical section or critical reason. 69 is choose the equivalent prefix form of the following expression. Here you have to find the prefix, right, of this expression. So again for this our answer is A. You can do it by your own as well. You will definitely get the answer. Now question number 70 is we use malloc and alloc for what? So basically for the very first question, malloc and alloc used for dynamic memory allocation, right? Hope you remember that both calloc and malloc are used for dynamic memory allocations. These are basically the functions, right? Malloc function, calloc function. Now question number 71 is at a particular time the value of counting semaphore is 10. It will become 7 after what? So basically the answer is here both 3B operation and 3P operation. That is why it is saying NA, because whosoever marked any of the question, marks will be given to them. So basically at a particular time the value of counting semaphore is 10. So it will become 7 after 3B operation and 3P operations. Now question number 72 is the Linux command mknode myfifo b416 will use for what? So for this our answer is C. That is basically it create a block device if the user is root, right? So this command will create a block device if the user is root. So condition is the user should be root, then it will create a block device, right? Question number 73 is which of the following statement is true? So for this our answer is A, that is hard real-time operating system has less jitter than soft real-time operating system. Always remember that basically jitter is the variation or displacement between the signal or the data being sent, right? And a hard real operating system deal with more sensitive system which require strict time deadline like engine control system, or we can say other like a satellite launching system, so on. So while soft real operating system do not require strict time constraint and a bit delay is permissible in that, like mobile phones and online database systems, right? So hard real system operating system requires system requires minimized jitter. So for this answer will be A, that is hard real operating system has less jitter than soft real time operating system. Now 74 is which of these is a super class of all error and exception in the Java language, right? So for this our answer will be B, that is throwable. So throwable is a super class of all errors and exception in the Java language, right? Always remember throwable is the answer, because all the error and exception types are subclass of the built-in class throwable in the Java language, right? So throwable class is the super class of all error and exception in the Java language. Now question number 75 is choose the most appropriate HTML tag in the following to create a numbered list. So again, to create the numbered list you just do OL, right? So basically ordered list and unordered list commands are used along with li command to create ordered and unordered list. So it is saying numbered list, that means that is ordered list, or so you will use OL tag. 76 is which of the following algorithm solves all pair shortest path, right? So again, hope you remember that Floyd-Warshall algorithm is very popular to sort all pair shortest path. Floyd-Warshall algorithm is used to solve all pair shortest path problem, or if we describe one by one, so Prim's algorithm is here the option A is Prim's algorithm. So Prim's algorithm is used to find a minimum spanning tree of given graph, right? Or we can say Prim's minimum spanning tree. Second is Dijkstra algorithm, that is used to find the shortest path from source to all the other node in weighted graph. Where Bellman-Ford algorithm is used to find the shortest distance from source to all other nodes, right, in a graph that can contain negative weight as well, like Bellman-Ford algorithm we have. But finally, the Floyd-Warshall algorithm, that is used to all pair shortest path algorithm, used to find the shortest distance between every pair of the vertices. So for this Floyd-Warshall algorithm used to solve all pair shortest path problem. Now 77, the question is, if L and P are two recursive enumerable languages, then they are not closure under what? So it is saying that L and P are both recursively enumerable language, so they will definitely not be closed under set difference, right? Because recursively enumerable problems are not closed under complementation, and set difference A minus B can be written as A intersection B complement, where, right, B complement will be B complement of the B. So we can say that recursively enumerable problem do not closure under set difference. So L and P are two recursive enumerable language, they are not closed under set difference. So option D will be the answer. 78 is, in a context of modular software design, which one of the following combination is desirable? Right, so here the option B, high cohesion low coupling. Always remember, this question is actually repeatedly asking in previous question, so you can remember that. So in the context of modular software designing, which one of the following combination is desirable? High cohesion low coupling. Question number 79 is, the output of lexical analyzer is what? Yeah, again this is very important question. Basically the lexical analyzer will give you a stream of token as an output, right? So always remember that basically lexical analysis produces a stream of token as output, which consists of identifier, keyword, separator, operator, and literals. So the output of the lexical analyzer with a stream of token. Now the last question, that is question number 80, is the time complexity of computing the transitive closure of a binary relation on a set of n element is known to be what? Again, reading the question, that is, the time complexity of computing the transitive closure of binary relation on a set of n element is what? So for this our answer will be C, that is order of n cube. Always remember that transitive closure generally uses the Floyd-Warshall algorithm, right? So we know that Floyd-Warshall algorithm takes order of n cube time. So this way the time complexity of computing the transitive closure of a binary relation on a set of element is known as order of n cube. So option C will be the answer.